really said it very clearly. But if everything is an illusion and nothing exists in this case, I'm definitely overpaid for my cover, but became a millionaire. So many people do a lot of meaningless things every day. But it's good just to acknowledge we do gibberish. Not as a language, but as a lifestyle, as a mindset, as a walk. Yeah. So Woody Allen is another good proponent of the work with nonsense through his films. Now our last exercise is about, again, we are going back to authentic acting. I think I mentioned it. We will see it also through the days. We are going to exaggerate in purpose seriousness. What happens we acknowledge our seriousness and we exaggerate it, then it becomes humorous. I said to combine over seriousness with a little bit of twist, of nonsensical element, then it becomes comic and it creates a lot of humor, hence it creates also laughter. We are talking more about self-humor. Self-humor is the highest type of humor, the ability to laugh at ourselves, at our imperfections and failures.
Self-deprecating humor? Is that self-deprecating humor?
What is the word
to deprecate? To put oneself down.
With compassion.
And why
with
is
compassion
it the highest?
Huh?
Why is it the highest type of humor? Highest in what sense?
Because, good question. Because when you do that, nobody else can put you down.
True.
You become not sensitive. You become unconditioned to what others are saying about you or thinking about you. That's why it's the highest level of humor. Yeah. That's why people used humor as a coping mechanism during crisis. In the Holocaust, in the camps, Viktor Frankl, Alice Herzog always was humorous, always was laughing. She said, I was born optimistic, so I continue to be optimistic. But my twin sister was born pessimistic, and she always was predicting the catastrophe, and sometimes she was right. But this lady was optimistic from the beginning, despite of the crisis. Although she had an all objective reason why to be pessimistic, if it's a horror time. But she knew how to be optimistic and to laugh at everything. And sometimes people use the humor and jokes and laughter to cope with the situation. So they are not victims of. And it gives some distance from. And as Alice Herzog said, yes, if every day we could play the piano, it was good enough for us. Nothing to complain. In next exercise, we are going to imagine, you know Paris?
Yes.
16 quarter. Victor Hugo Street, the most expensive street. In Victor Hugo Street in Paris, in Passy, there are many galleries, and there is a night for a poetry night. There is a poetry night.
Oh, yes.
So the poets should be very, very serious. They usually wear a tie. Yeah, very serious. They have a very specific facial lines. And they take their poetry very serious, and everybody's very, very well-mannered and reserved, and everybody's sitting very, very polite, and they're going to listen to different poetry. So poetry is something very serious, and usually there are very, very high words there. Only the poet can know the real meaning of his poetry, of his poems. So we are going to keep the same feeling. Try to feel how much you can be serious. Try to feel this situation that you are in this gallery in Paris in 16 quarter, in Passy, and you feel it, and you're very, very serious, and the audience is very, very serious as well. But then you are going to recite your poetry in a very serious manner, very slowly. You do it very word by word. With no laughter, because they don't laugh when they do that. Okay? This is the serious part. The second part will be that we mix it with gibberish. So you're going now to write a very short, how to say, very short poem in structure, small structure,
In Gibberish?
4 or 5 lines in Latin, and then you are going to read it before others. And in the end, of course, everybody very seriously scrapping. Because we want to, how to say, to compliment or to give,
Celebrate.
Yeah.
we want to
Acknowledge.
them positively. They do that. But it should be done very seriously, and you should feel this seriousness inside you. So here a little bit to exaggerate the real seriousness, the authentic one. Little bit be even more serious than you are in your real life, because if you were requested to go there and sit, you will be requested to be serious in this gallery, specific gallery. Now, this is another part. Third thing will be the idea of writing in gibberish. So far we practiced talking verbally, now writing. How we write in gibberish. Now, also when we write in gibberish, we don't want to use our left hemisphere, left brain. So we want to write, to use the right brain. How we do that? Writing fast. When we write fast, we don't think what should I write. Just write. Without thinking what should I write. Just do it in Latin, it will come anyway. It's in your subconscious mind anyway to write it in the letters, you know. Write gibberish in Latin, it's interesting. Combination. So just write very, very fast. Come on, 30 seconds, I don't know. Just short. 4 lines, 5 lines, so it's short. And then read exactly what's written in the paper. I'm going just to demonstrate how it looks like. No, first of all you write. First of all write.